Prince Charles' cruel joke about Princess Diana still stings today. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things royal. Today, I'm going to tell you about a cruel joke that Prince Charles made about Princess Diana during their troubled marriage. This joke still stings today, especially after the recent revelations from the new documentary Diana, The Truth Behind the Lies. As you probably know, Prince Charles and Princess Diana had a very unhappy marriage that was plagued by infidelity, jealousy, and media scrutiny. They got engaged in 1981, when Diana was only 19 years old and Charles was 32. Their engagement was announced to the world in a televised interview, where they were asked if they were in love. Diana answered with a sincere of course, but Charles replied with a sarcastic whatever in love means. This was a clear sign that Charles was not as committed or passionate as Diana, and that he had doubts about their relationship. But this was not the only time that Charles would make a hurtful remark about Diana in public. In 1986, they went on a royal tour to Vancouver, Canada, where they attended a lot of events and engagements. One of these events was an evening reception at the Expo 86 World Fair. During this reception, Charles gave a speech where he praised Canada's achievements and thanked the hosts for their hospitality. He also mentioned that he and Diana had been very busy during their visit and that they had seen a lot of things. He then said something that shocked everyone who heard it. He said, "I just hope we have been able to convey to you the scale of our interest in your affairs. I hope you don't think we have been too inquisitive. I have discovered over the years that it is very important to show an interest in what your wife is doing. Otherwise she may go off and do something interesting on her own." This was a very insensitive and disrespectful comment, especially since it was widely known that Charles was having an affair with Camilla Parker Bowles at the time. He was basically implying that Diana was boring and unimportant, and that he only pretended to care about her activities. He was also mocking her for having her own interests and passions, such as her humanitarian work and her fashion sense. Diana was deeply hurt by this joke, and she later said that it made her feel humiliated and worthless. She said that she felt like she had no identity or role in the marriage, and that she was just a trophy wife for Charles. She also said that she felt like she had no support or love from him, and that he treated her like an enemy. This joke also angered many people who admired and sympathized with Diana, and who saw her as a victim of Charles' cruelty and betrayal. They felt that Charles was being arrogant and ungrateful, and that he had no respect or appreciation for Diana's contributions to the royal family and the society. They also felt that he was being hypocritical and dishonest, since he was the one who was cheating on his wife with another woman. This joke still stings today, because it shows how unhappy and dysfunctional their marriage was, and how much pain and suffering they both endured. It also shows how different they were as people, and how incompatible they were as partners. Diana was a warm, compassionate, and charismatic person who wanted to make a difference in the world. Charles was a cold, distant, and rigid person who wanted to preserve the status quo of the monarchy. The new documentary Diana, The Truth Behind the Lies, reveals more details about their marriage, such as how they fought constantly, how they tried to save their relationship with therapy, and how they eventually decided to separate and divorce. It also reveals how Diana struggled with depression, bulimia, and self-harm, and how she tried to cope with the pressure and loneliness of being a royal. If you want to watch this documentary, you can find it on Netflix or Amazon Prime Video. It is a very eye-opening and heartbreaking film that shows the real story of Diana's life and death. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more royal content. Also, let me know in the comments what you think about Charles' joke and how it affected Diana. Do you think he was just trying to be funny, or do you think he was being mean? I would love to hear your opinions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.